All right. Good morning, everybody. Today's a core class. Yay. So we're going to start seated, but we will be coming down to our backs before we get up. So just kind of have your stuff, have your blocks where you can reach them, and then sit in a way that feels good to you. And you can do some quite a bit of this actually on a chair. If you'd rather sit in a chair, you can sit in hero pose. I would sit up on a block probably, or just up on your blanket. Um, Once you're there, take the flesh out from the sit bones. Let's find our beautiful postures. Roll the shoulders back. Good. Start to come fully onto your mat and into your practice. And just pause here for a few moments, just checking in with your breath, just noticing as you breathe in and breathe out, as you expand the lungs and as you deflate the lungs as you exhale. A few more here. Excuse me. Good. And then just a little bit of pranayama this morning. The first one, again, for this time of year that is so nice, is I'm sorry, but what's coming to mind is Darth Vader breath, but that probably sounds terrible. But it is that constriction at the back of the throat so that we can kind of tone the back of the throat and also the throat chakra, kind of, a little more esoteric there. Um, but it's almost a little bit of a constriction at the back of the throat. And I often think about it if you think about whispering to someone, and even if you're in a room by yourself or with others, you can just kind of like whisper, like anything, some poem or something, or just a sentence, and you can feel this little constriction at the back of the throat, right? This little constriction at the back of the throat. The other way that I really like to teach it is imagine you have a mirror here, imagine your hand is a mirror. And as you exhale, you try to fog the mirror. And then as you inhale, imagine a mirror behind you, right behind your throat. And as you inhale, you're also trying to fog that mirror. A lot of times it's easier to start with breathing through your mouth if you're not familiar with this, but eventually breathing in and out through your nose. All right. So, and it's also called ocean sounding breath, that sound of the waves coming in and out. So maybe close your eyes if you want. I always love props. You can use your hand in front of you. Take just a regular inhale. And as you exhale, even through your mouth, try to fog an imaginary mirror. And it should be a little bit audible. And then inhale, maybe through your nose, try to fog the mirror behind you. And as you exhale, fogging that mirror. And again, through nose, ideally, but through mouth is okay too. And staying with this breath, and you might even feel a little strain in your throat. That's just the muscles working. Breathing in, trying to release all that breath. Try to keep the jaw soft here. Good. Let's do five more full breaths here, five more rounds. Maybe two more rounds. Notice if you're feeling your throat. And last one, wherever you are. And then allow the eyes to open if they were closed. Just feel a nice deep breath come in and release. Good. We're going to do one other pranayama this morning. I'm trying with the winter weather, winter-ish weather, depending on where you are. Trying to just add a little more pranayama into our practice so that we can keep these lungs nice and expanded and healthy. So the second one is, and I'm for some reason with all my travel, my brain is not engaging in the proper names. So if you know it, you can unmute and say, "Hey, it's this." But um, but we're going to work with a sharp and forceful exhale. Right? How long I've been teaching this, I can't come up with the names. Um, so it's really, I again for this one, I like to teach it the Kabbalah. Goodness
Breath of
gracious.
fire.
Or Breath of Fire. Yes, thank you, Adriana. So I think it's Kabbalah, right? Or Skull Shining Breath, and it can make you feel a little lightheaded. So keep that in mind, almost like a hyperventilation. But really, it's a breath in, and then it feels to me like you're coughing, like your belly is contracting as you exhale, like multiple times. And you keep on exhaling until there's just nothing left. And then you inhale again. So I like to put my hand on my belly, it gives me some feedback. And again, sometimes it's easiest to do it through your mouth the first time, especially if you're stuffy. So everybody take a breath in. And as you exhale, it's a forceful, then inhale. So that was through my mouth. And try it again, either through mouth or nose. And inhale, regular breath. Just take a normal inhale, exhale, and exhale. And then two more rounds. Inhale, exhale, and Kabbalah. And then just a regular inhale. Again, if you're feeling a little lightheaded, maybe slow it down or just skip this last round. Good. Last round, two times. And exhale. And inhale normally. And exhale. And just stay with a normal-ish breath until you feel like, okay, I'm kind of back to an equilibrium with my breath. So both of those are really good for the abdominal muscles. Well, one throat, one abdominal muscles. Great practice, especially in the cooler months. All right, so let's go ahead and roll the shoulders, everybody. Again, it is a core class today, so we're going to get ourselves moving pretty quickly. Whew. Good. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, one hand down, the other one over. Breathe. Press down through that opposite hip, right? So if I'm mirroring and leaning to the left, that right hip is down on the floor. Good. Take it part way up and pull the ribs in. So one, you're here. Two, the other arm comes up. And we have to hold ourselves suspended off balance. So inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, down. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, other arm, take it down. Just find that nice sweet stretch to start. And then take the arm up just enough to pull those ribs in. So right there, we're working core, or take the other arm up. Whew. Good. Breathe, everybody. Take them both up. Exhale, release, and roll that out. And then hands to your knees. And of course, shake out those legs if they're getting a little cranky. And I want you to imagine you're stirring a pot with your ribs. So sometimes we'll do this standing or in table pose, and the hips get really into the move. But here I want you to just imagine moving your torso, right? Your rib cage, your belly back to the right, forward, and left. And just circle, maybe go a little slower, and then go the opposite direction. Yep. And just kind of feel, right, this little mishmash of muscles moving around. Between every rib, there is a muscle, the intercostal muscle. It helps us breathe by expanding and releasing. And when we don't take deep breaths, those muscles can get tight, right, and not move as much. All right, come on back to center. You might have actually felt that a little bit in your core, which I always find amazing. Straighten both legs, shake them out. Good. And then bend just your right leg, step it over. Seated twist here, a little bit different. So let's start with the twist itself. Inhale, both arms go out to the side. You're going to take the left hand or elbow to your knee. It's early in class, so please don't go super deep here. And then lift up through the chest. The other arm is just straight out. And then look at that hand. Just look at the hand. Keep your gaze at that hand or at that thumb, and then just move the rib cage behind you. Nothing else has really moved. The arm is still there. The head is just looking at that hand. Your extended leg is active, but just feel the rib cage move behind you a little bit and hold. Breathe. Good. That hand that's holding on to the knee, press your knee into your hand and breathe. And release, come back. Straighten out that leg. Let's go to the other side. Stepping your left leg over, lifting up really tall, both arms out to the side. You got really tall there. Take your right hand to the left knee, or your elbow's okay too, but I kind of like the hand on this one. And then lift up again. Take a look at that hand and just notice. Keep the hand there, keep the gaze there, move the torso back. You might feel a difference, right? Because sometimes when we take the hand back right away, we use that hand for leverage instead of really working with the muscles themselves. Good. Breathe and release. Come back. Straighten the legs, go back to the first side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, both hands forward and then pull the shoulders back like you're trying to hold on to something between the shoulder blades. Take both arms out to the sides, hold, come to cactus arms and twist. No hands touching anything. Press down through that extended leg. Work with your core here, everyone. And come back to center. Inhale, both arms up. Release the foot and then straighten the leg. Lower down, everybody. Shake that out. Go back to that second side. Step it up, step it over. Inhale, reach the arms up. Take them forward. Pull the shoulders back and down away from the ears if you tend to go there. Good. Breathe. Really flex through that foot. Take both arms out to the sides. Come into cactus arms. Keep the torso really lifted here. And then twist everything to your left. Breathe. Notice, right? Not going too far. Not feeling any strain. And come back to center. Release. Shake all that out. Bend both knees. I'm going to just turn sideways here. Flex your feet. Dig in your heels. Hold on underneath your thighs. And then just lean back. Let the arms straighten. If you round a little bit, even that's okay for the moment. And then squeeze the low belly in. Lift the chest. Straighten one leg. You're holding on to those legs, so you're not going to go anywhere. And bend the knee. Switch, go to the other side. Smile, everybody. And release, go back to the first side. Hang on to that leg, reach the other arm up. Lift the chest, everybody. Variation here, boat pose. Release the hand back, release the leg, straighten the other side. Lift your chest. Take the opposite arm up. Lift, lift, lift. And release. And then just maybe roll over those knees and stretch it out. Good. Coming back to where we were, we're going to lean back this time. Both heels lift. Flex your feet. Push your hands into your legs as if you could bring your knees closer, but then push your legs back into your hands to keep them right where they are. Breathe. Release one hand, keep the pressure on the other knee. In other words, hand to knee, push in against each other. Put that hand back. Do the other one. I'm really trying to push that leg in away from me. And breathe. Keep those heels lifted. Push both legs away. Maybe you straighten. Again, variation. Try not to overly round. Bend the knees and release. And just roll over those legs a little. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Come on back, everybody. Now, one, you're here and you're going to keep the hands behind those legs. Two, you're going to start there and then release the hands. So boat pose, always tricky for me. Bent knees, no problem. Straight legs, big problem. I'm going to blame it on long legs and short torso. But if you want to straighten your legs, please go ahead and do that. Lift, lift, lift through the chest, everybody. And release. Good. Roll over. We're almost done with this little series. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Lean back, everybody. Hands come behind your head this time. You're only going to lift your left leg. I'm going to take elbow to knee and then stretch out. Elbow to knee and then stretch the leg. Just 5 and 4. 5. Hold right here. Lean back. Keep the head neutral. Core's working big time here. And release. Roll it in. We got one more side. Hang in there. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. All right. Lean back. Hands come behind your head. The right leg lifts. Left elbow to right knee. and stretch. Good. That's 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Hold, 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 and release. My goodness. All right, come on down to the floor. You're going to need your one block. So if it's not nearby, go ahead and grab it. And just keep it near you. We're not going to use it just yet. Um, and then just feel your spine, right? Just feel what's happening to your spine. And imagine stirring that pot with your ribs in this position. So it's not going to go very far, right? You're going to arch a little, you're going to lean to the left, lean to the right, and just see if you can move those ribs around, right? The muscles around, and then change direction. Breathe. Couple more, just kind of move those ribs around and come back to center. If you need to get up off your back at any point, you know who you are. Please just roll to your side and take a break. All right, so here we are again. Hands come behind your head. I want you to lift up your head, neck. Please don't pull your head. Please, 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 right? I'm not yanking on my head. I'm just letting my head be heavy in my hands, but I'm keeping the head up if I can. If this hurts, please don't do it. Left leg straightens. Good. Optional. Elbow to knee, elbowed opposite elbow to knee. Squeeze it in. Go slow. Just 5. That was 3. And 4. And 5. Listen up. Straighten the left leg, but let it hover. Hold. If it's hurting your head or neck, lower your head. It's not as important. Now, squeeze your glutes. See if you can lift your right foot off the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the right foot. Lower your head. Bring your left knee to chest. And release that side. Hands behind head. That is always optional. Please take good care of your necks. Good. Breathe. Straighten the right leg. Optional again. Elbow to knee. Just for 5. 1, 2. Breathe out as you bring everything to the middle. And 4. And 5. Good. Let that leg hover. Hold on to that head. Lift your left leg and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the foot, lower the head, release both knees to your chest, and rock side to side. Good, especially if you get your neck gets cranky when we're taking a break between. Just turn that head side to side. We'll stretch out later. All right, you have your block. You're going to take the block at the longest length, put it on your knee to your elbow, okay? And that's where that side is gonna stay. You're pushing your elbow into the block, you're pushing your knee into the block, so you've got that left side. Feel it, right? Feel it on yourself. You can feel the muscles contracting. And then straighten the right leg. So choice 1, you're here or you're lifted with that leg for any length of time. Choice 2, your right hand goes behind your head. Lift your right knee, elbow to knee, just for 5. Keep pushing into your block. That's 2, 3. Yep, we're almost there. 4, 5. Release and straighten both legs and just let those hip flexors stretch out. We are working with these hip flexors as we do this. All right, same thing other side. So you're going to take the block to the knee, to the elbow, hold it in place, straighten the left leg. Optional, hand behind your head, elbow to knee. So 1, 2, and 3, 4, almost there, and 5, and release. Straighten both legs. Just let your block rest. Core work. Woohoo. All right, bend your knees. This one a little different. I'll show you on the side closest to the camera. Only if you can, if your knees allow. If your knees do not allow this, don't worry about it. You're going to take the block behind you to the heel or the Achilles. It just kind of sits there, and then it sits at the back of your thigh. Okay, so it shouldn't feel a lot of strain, but I know there's several of you whose knees don't bend this much. And then you're going to squeeze it in a little bit. It's a little bit of hamstring engagement. Hands go behind your head. This is our last set of these, I promise. Hands are behind your head. 1, leave your head down, lift your left foot, and you can just bring the knee in and straighten, or lift the head. And same side, elbow to knee, but squeeze that block if you can. We're only doing 5, 3, 4, and 5. Hold on. Lower the head. Lift the leg. Good. And lower. 2. This is 3. Come on. We can do it, everybody. This is 4. And 5. Ooh. Bend that knee. Place that knee on, or that foot on the floor. Release your block. Straighten the leg. Deep breath in. We got to get the hard stuff out of the way early, right? All right, same thing, other side. You're taking that block behind the heel and to that back upper thigh. Squeeze it in so it stays. Lift the other leg, head. Lifting that head is totally optional. Here we go for 5. So 1, 2, are y'all smiling? 3, come on. And 4, and 5. Lower the head, keep the leg. Lift. 1, squeeze your block. 2, 3, yep. And 4, almost there. 1 left. And 5, lower that leg all the way. Take that block out, straighten both legs, and just shake out those hips. Bend both knees, both feet to the floor. Lift the hips, but not, don't go into a full bridge pose. Bridge pose is a really awesome core pose. When you think about the back having to work to lift, the glutes having to work to lift, all that stuff. All right, your hands are either down at your sides or they're in robot, which I kind of like for stability. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to stir the pot. Just make circles with it's really the hips now more than the ribs. You're just going to go left, lift, right, lower. Breathe. Good. We got one more this direction. Let's go the other direction. And circle. You may be feeling these. And breathe. 2 more, just 2 more circles. And hold here. So you're in a bridge pose. 1, you're kind of done for now. Just take that block underneath your hips and stay right here. Let it be a little bit more restorative. 2, you don't have the block there. Your feet are hips width apart or slightly wider, and your tailbone is reaching to the back of those knees, right? So you've got a nice long spine. Lift 1 foot and lower. Try to keep the hips level. Lift the other foot and lower. This is low belly work. Transverse abdominis has to work to keep you from dropping the opposite side hip, right? So when I lift my right knee, I'm trying to keep that left hip from dropping toward the floor. Breathe. Good. One more, both sides. And lower all the way down. Oh, knees to chest. Hang in there. It won't all be this, I promise. We will get up off the floor. Good job, everybody. All right, let's go one more time. Feet are to the floor. The tailbone lengthens, the hips lift. Please don't go into a super deep back bend here. Press into your feet. Robot arms, back of those arms pressing into the floor. Good. Lift your right foot. One, you're going to just drop and lift like that. Okay. Two, you're going to lift and tap your hip instead. The foot on the floor, that glute's got to work like crazy. Yep. That's three right here. Four, five, place that foot back down. So remember, you can do the foot. It's slightly easier. You're still getting all that work, or you're tapping the hip. So lift your left foot. Here we go. Tap. One, two, three, four. Squeeze it. And five. And lower everything. Bring those knees to your chest. Well done, everyone. Rock side to side, just stretch it out. And then roll the knees over to one side. Pause here just for a second. Deep breath in, deep breath out, and then come all the way up. We're coming to table pose. So maybe you cushion those lovely knees. Find your breath. Your blocks can come up toward the front of your mat. We're going to use those in a little bit. All right. So you're on hands and knees. And again, for my lovely friend out there, you can probably do this with elbows down. Just play. You know what to do. All right. So guess what? We're going to stir the pot. And try to feel the muscles, especially when you take the ribs to the side. What's working there to squeeze that to the side, right? These obliques on both sides working to turn everything around. And when you come to that top part of the stir, the belly tones in, switch directions. And breathe. Try to keep it in the ribs. I mean, your shoulders and your hips are going to move, but try to keep it in those ribs. Good. Come back to neutral. Same thing, only it's a hip circle. So if you can, if your knees allow, you're going to stretch back, go to the side, come forward, start to weight the hands, go to the side and circle back. That's it. You don't have to go really far back, especially for my folks with knees that don't like to bend that deep. Stretch it out, switch directions. Use that breath, everyone. One more, big, big, big. Stretch it out and then come once again to table pose. Flip your toes under, squeeze that belly, lift the knees if you can, just a few inches. Don't let your head drop. Okay, keep your eyes gazing at your mat, but not at your knees. If that makes sense. And then press the chest toward your thighs. And straighten the legs. Whew. And breathe, everybody. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Just some down dog here. All right, here we go, loves. So tippy toes. Start to bring the knees to toward the floor, but hold. Drop one knee, lift. Drop the other knee, lift. Downward facing dog. Come back. Tap one knee. Tap the other knee. Down dog. One more just like that. Good. Tap one knee. Tap the other knee. Downward facing dog. And then lower both knees to the floor. And child's pose, hero pose, puppy, anything that feels good to you. Breathe. Nice deep breath. Maybe a little bit of a twist there. All right. Here we go. So one, we're doing that again, or two, we're just going to make it a little trickier. Spread your fingers. Please make sure your down dogs are good down dogs, right? So lift the knees and then come to down dog. Good solid down dogs. Make sure your shoulders and backs are working. You're going to start to drop the knees like we did before. One, you're going to tap knees. Two, you're bringing in a knee to the elbow. The other knee to the other elbow. Down dog. Good. Come down to almost table. One knee. Other knee. Down dog. We've got two more just like that. Or you're tapping one knee. 1, 2. And down dog. Last set. Promise. Last set. Tap one elbow. Tap the other elbow. Down dog. And lower both knees to the floor. Hero pose. Child's pose. Shake out those wrists. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Deep breath, everybody. Deep, deep. All right. Last little bit here. Come on to those hands and knees one more time. Adriana, I'm pretty sure you can do this one on elbows. So step one leg back, step the other leg back. Plank pose. You can come to elbows here. You can hold right here. Plank pose is so good for your core. Don't let your hips drop. You can come to your knees, by the way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower one knee, lower the other knee. Take a moment. I know for a lot of us, right, it's the wrists that keep us from holding longer. So we take a moment, we shake them out. I always squeeze my wrists, right? That was taught to me. Shake them out. Find your breath. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. All right, we're going to add on. So you can be at elbows, you can be at knees, you can be at full plank. Any of that plank is an excellent core yoga pose. So you decide for you. Don't overdo it. One leg back, other leg back, or you're on your knees, or you're on your elbows. Good. 1, you're here. 2, lift the left leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower. Lift the other leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower. Hang in there. We're going to tap the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower all the way. See, it wasn't that bad, right? Wasn't too bad. Shake it out, shake it out. And honestly, when I look at the clock, that was about 25 minutes of some fairly solid core work. So good job, everybody. All right. I know it's not just all about that, right? But we want to move our yoga practice into our lives and what we need. And a strong core is really important. All right. So let's come on into lunge, right leg forward, left knee back. Bring those blocks underneath your hands and just hold here. Nice little stretch. We did a bunch of stuff with those hip flexors. So we're just going to stretch it out. Try not to let those hands be overly weighted on your blocks. And if they feel like they are, just bring the blocks up higher. Find your breath. Little stretch here. Good. And then only if you want, lift that knee off the floor. Find that really solid lunge. Squeeze your back leg, back glute. Take your hands to your knee and lift up. Inhale, take the arms up and breathe. Now, my low back people, you're going to stay here or you're going to lower your knee. My everything's okay back and hips. You're going to take your hands behind your head and you're going to drop your left elbow to your right knee. And then you're going to take it up. We're only doing 3. And woo, that was fun. Be careful. 2. Tap it down. And 3. Lift the arms up. And bring that knee back to the floor. That was a close one. I almost lost my balance. All right. Come on up, everybody. Left leg forward. Breathe. Hold here. Let that right thigh, right psoas stretch. Make sure your pose is wide enough so that your balance is a little more steady. And then when you're here, you can do it right here too, right? You can tap elbow to knee right there. All right, so lift that knee. Hold, hands come to your knee. You lift your chest, squeeze that back glute. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then 1, you're here. 2, the hands come behind your head. And you're just going to tap that knee. Go slow. 1 and 2. Good. And 3. I know that was a tricky one. Reach the arms up. Take them back down to the floor. Set both knees back. And breathe. Move those blocks out of the way. Plant your hands. Downward facing dog, everyone. Breathe. Plank pose. Good. Elbow to knee. Bring it back. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to 8, 6, 7, 8. Down dog. Step wide, everybody. Woo. Walk those hands back. And come on up. Move your blanket out of your way. I know, right? I get a little razor focused sometimes. So can get a little crazy. But it's all good. And you all know you're all smart, wonderful teachers and yogis, and you know what to do to take it up or take it down. All right, mountain pose. Easy stuff. Find your breath. Roll the shoulders back. Shake out those hands. And then just mountain pose. If you're comfortable balance-wise, you're going to close your eyes. That's all we're doing with our eyes closed. But sometimes that's a little bit too much. And if it is for you, keep those eyes open. Find your breath. That's it. One more. And open your eyes. Good. Inhale, take those arms up. One hand down your thigh, the other one stretches over. Now, this arm that's up in the air, try not to roll that chest forward. Try to keep it right ear, shoulder, side body, all in a line. If it is too much, you just come up a little higher. Good. Press the bottom hand into your thigh and resist that. Good. So one, you're here. Two, you're here. Whew. Breathe, really power into both legs and take it center. Exhale, let go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, other side. Just start with a side bend. This is perfectly wonderfully enough. Push hand into thigh, but release so that the leg doesn't collapse in. And breathe. Belly is toned. When you're ready, one, you're here. Two, that arm comes up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and center and let go. All right. So balance work here. If you want to be near a wall or anything, please take a moment, right, to just have something nearby that you can hold on to or finger at a wall. But find mountain pose again. Take a look at your feet. They should be roughly parallel to each other. And then notice that you are at the corners, the ball mound, pinky mound, and center of your heel without locking out the knees. Hands come to your hips. You're going to lean to one side. Feel the activation through that hip. And then you're just going to lean to the other side. Good. Lean back to the first side. Hold. Lift the foot. And breathe. So anytime we take our bodies off center, our core has to work harder to bring us back to neutral. And foot down, come to middle. First lean, and then take the foot off the floor. Deep breath and center. Good. All right, second set. That I'll mirror here. Your right knee comes up and it just taps, big toe taps and up. Squeeze the standing leg. 4 and 5. This time I want you to hold that leg up 90 degrees. Take the right hand to the right knee and push that knee down, but resist. Don't go super hard. Other arm goes up. Balance work here. Breathe and release. All right, same thing other side. Every day is different. We're going to embrace every day, every moment. Here we go. So we're going to lift, tap. 2, standing leg is your focus. 3, 4. Whew. 5th one, hold. Same side hand pushes down. Other arm comes up. I'm pushing. I don't know. It's only like 10%, maybe 20%. Just enough to create resistance. And lower down, shake it out. Standing tall. Go back to the first side. Just lift 90 degrees. Whew. Hold. Squeeze that standing leg. Opposite hand pushes. And we take that arm up. Push down, lift up. Push down, lift up. Working with this isometrically. Good. And release. Well done. Same thing other side. Good. Standing leg is the important one, right? What we do with the hands is kind of secondary, but opposite hand comes to your knee and that same side arm goes up. Push down on your knee. Breathe and release. I know we're almost done. Hang on. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Hands come back to your hips. Lift. Take the knee out to the side. Imagine that you're doing tree pose, but we're not landing the foot. And then notice again how it throws our balance when we don't have our anchor point, because this side's got to keep us upright. Same side hand pushes into the knee pushes back. Stand tall. Woo! Breathe, breathe, breathe. Bring it back. Release, take that out. Same thing, other side. Hand, I like to start, I don't know why, I always start hands to hips. I can feel what my hips are doing. And then lift, take it out to the side. That hand pushes the knee out, the knee pushes back in. Standing leg. Squeeze that glute, everybody. Keep the hip from going out to the side. Breathe and release. Shake that out. Good. Stand sideways on your mat and then come into a lunge that you can hold for a little bit. Wide leg lunge. When you look, you hear me say this all the time. Don't let the knees drop into the middle. I'd rather see you narrower than have your knees dropping in. So press the knees out. Feel the glutes get active. Inhale, reach the arms up and breathe. Left hand to left knee, side bend. How deep you go in your lunge is totally up to you. Good, strong core here. Good, one, you're here. Two, you know what's coming, right? Hold. Take it center. Take the other hand to your knee, stretch. Take the arm up. Keep the chest open. Try not to drop that corner of your shoulders. Take them up. Both hands down. Push down. Breathe. One more, just like that. Inhale up. Exhale, hand down. Side stretch. Oh, other arm up. I'm feeling this too, everybody. Breathe. Both arms center. Take that hand down. Reach. We're almost done. Good. Take the arm up. Both arms up. Stand up. And heel toe in and shake that out. All right. So feet or hips width, or maybe a little bit more. Your hands come down to your knees, right at the top of those knees. And your behind should be back. You're in a squat-ish. And four, I think the last time, I'm going to circle those ribs. Use the breath, everybody. Just circle. Let them move. And circle the other way. Good. Last one. And then come to standing. Take both hands to the sides of both ribs. Push those hands in. Pretty hard, not super hard, but pretty hard. Push them in. And then keep that pressure. Take a deep breath. And let it go. Good. Two more. Keep the pressure on the ribs and breathe. And exhale. Last one. And exhale. Let that go. Take a deep breath in. Exhale just to your heart. One more. And exhale. Good job, everybody. Shake it out. Good. We're coming back down to the floor. Inhale it up. Exhale all the way down. Pause here. Just shake it out. Those of you who know, come halfway instead of all the way. Good. When you're ready, step back to downward facing dog. Spread the fingers. Find your breath. Inhale to your tippy toes. Exhale super slow, super slow. Lower the knees. Good. If you want, take a moment to cushion the knees. We won't be here long, but we're just going to work with a little bit of balancing table, and then I think our cores will be done. And Adriana, you can do this on elbows pretty easily, and anyone else who wants to just get off their wrists. So either you're down here or you're on the hands. Right leg goes out. Left arm goes forward. Hold. Now, if you're on elbows, your hand is more easy to go back. instead of forward so you don't strain your shoulder or neck. Breathe. All right, option one, you're here, just hang on. Two, bring elbow to knee just for 5. Slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Reach out, everybody. Lower the hand, lower the knee. Let's do the other side, and then we are done. Left side, lift the leg, reach the arm. Optional, elbow to knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold, release, release, and then child's pose. Or come to your belly for those who would rather not do child. All right, come on to your bellies, everybody. I'm just taking my blanket. I'm going to spread it out. So I'm laying on that blanket. Come on down all the way. So this one is just kind of short acting, but again, it's working core, it's working our backs. Your arms are out kind of cactus-y. Legs are spread just a little bit. And you're just gonna, I don't know if you've ever seen those funny looking bugs that can kind of swim on the water and their limbs go out and then in and out. As if you've seen that on TV. Cool little bugs. I don't know what they're called. But that's kind of what we're going to do. So we're going to imagine that we're going to glide through the water, surface of the water, and we're going to lift and lower, lift and lower. 5 of these, lift and lower. 4 and 5 and lower fully. Relax your head, relax your neck. Deep breath. Let both arms come in front of you. Don't overreach them. Right leg, left arm lifts. Hold. Palm is face in. And then keep that left arm lifted, but take it out to the side and then rotate it back so that the palm is face up. We're fully. Come back to the starting place. Left leg, right arm. And then out to the side and eventually let it roll back and release fully. Both legs, both arms. Cactus or straight arms. I've got a wall here, so. And then reach it back. Roll the shoulders away from the floor, everyone. Try not to overlift the head. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let go. Deep breath. Good. Roll over to one side. Pause there as you bend the knees. And then as you're ready, come on to your back. When you're there, once you're there, lift your hips, shift them over to the left, draw the knees toward your chest, and lower the knees to the right. Now we know, right? Hopefully, you can cushion a block under the knees, between the knees. Sometimes, if I'm feeling a little tight in my twist, I'll just place my soft fist between the knees just to give myself a little spacer. Head is neutral, and then just take, if your knees are to the right, take your left arm and just stretch it to a place where you feel a nice stretch through the front of your left chest. Deep breath in, deep breath out. If your right arm is not already out to the right, go ahead and take that right arm out. And then bend the right arm and just let that hand come behind your head like you're lounging. You're still in your twist, but your hand is now supporting your head. And then take the left arm to cactus and just bring the elbow across and then open it again. Just two more of those. Just bring it across and open it. Good. Last one. And open, everyone. Release the right arm. Release your twist. Bring the hips back to the middle. And then skew the hips over to the right. Draw the knees in. Let the knees land on the left. Start in an easy twist here. Maybe stretch that right arm to a place where you feel a good stretch through the chest. Deep breath. And then the left arm, first it stretches out and then it just goes behind your head. I think you're making a little pillow for it. The right arm goes to cactus. And then you're just coming over, tapping your elbow maybe, and then opening back up. Good. Two more. And open. Last one. And open. Pause. And then draw those knees back in. Come into figure four with left foot to right knee. Let's just stretch out those hips a little bit. And release that side. Good. Go to the other side. Right foot to above left knee. Stretch. Deep breath, everybody. And release. Let's find our preferred position for Shavasana. Again, you don't have to be on your back, right? Shavasana is the pose of surrender. Sometimes I will do Shavasana on my side. Sometimes I will do it on my belly. Sometimes seated. It's not the same pose, but it is the pose. So come to a place where it feels good to you. The shoulders are open, the palms are face up. The legs are relaxed. The back of the neck is long. And feel your breath here. And think about how much more elasticity we have created for those little intercostal muscles. between each rib, and how much we have cleared out our lungs from all of our deep breathing. And how much we have created blood flow and the elimination of waste by moving stuck stuff through the circulatory system. And how we have cared and loved our bodies in the process. And then come to this present moment. Maybe feel the temperature of the air on your skin, or feel your belly move as you breathe in and out, and just stay with the sensations or the sounds that you're hearing. Feel softer still. For those of you who are ready, please take longer. If you are not, just maybe let the arms go overhead and feel that stretch as you bend the knees and place your feet on the floor. And ever so slowly draw your knees to your chest. Just rock side to side. Allow the knees to roll over to one side. Curl over in fetal pose for a moment. Again, feel your breath. And then as you're ready, come on up, everybody. Come back to a seated pose. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, right to your heart. Bow always to your own wisdom, your own internal teacher. Bring that forth with compassion and with love. Namaste, everyone. Thank you. Have a great day.